Directing, Daisy pulls it off. It's been a great experience. It's a wonderful piece of theater. Very different from the other kinds of theater that we've done. It's very complicated but fun, and the students are having a great time. It also uses dialect, which is really has been a great experience for them. It's a very fun-packed and physical show, and that's also a lot of fun.
Daisy Pulls It Off is pretty much this whole adventure piece. It's like it's a really fun show. It's this whole mystery. There's like this treasure that we have to find. It's really cool.
Yeah. Daisy shows up at the school and is essentially the first scholarship pupil at Grangewood, which sets a really interesting precedent for like the way she interacts with all the other characters. But Trixie immediately becomes her friend, and they both kind of set off and try and find the treasure together and try and kind of redeem Daisy for the actions that have been set upon her.
The show centers around a British academy called Grangewood School for Girls.
And she's trying to make friends and fit in, even though it's hard for her to be a scholarship student at this school for really wealthy kids.
The rehearsal process is going really well so far. We've been rehearsing for a couple weeks now. We're just started off book.
Yeah, we've been working a lot on diction and other rehearsals.
We usually meet 3 times a week for about 3 hours, maybe from like 6 to 9.
So typically on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would say we get together and we do blocking, which is basically we put the show together and like what goes where and what scene. And then on Wednesdays, we typically spend a lot of time working on dialect and music.
So this year we're doing something that we've never really done before, where every part has an understudy. So the entire cast is all juniors and seniors, and the majority of understudies are sophomores and freshmen. And the reason we're kind of doing that is so the upperclassmen can kind of mentor and teach the lower class.
So the mentoring program that we're doing is really good for underclassmen because it gives students who have a lot more experience in doing high school shows an opportunity to help students who may not have any experience, might be freshmen, may have never done the spring play. It gives those students an opportunity to learn and to kind of perfect their craft.
I think it's going pretty well. I mean, we don't have as much pressure as the rest of the cast because we only perform for one night or one performance. So, but we still get the experience and get to learn from our mentors.
Like she said, learning from the mentors is just really great to like have someone there to get their feedback too, so it's not like you're not doing it yourself, trying to figure everything out. You have someone else to run ideas with.
I think that the show is really family friendly because it kind of reminds me a lot of like some of the TV shows I watched growing up on Nickelodeon and Disney Channel. Like it tells the story, it takes place in a school, so you know there's the main girl, her best friend, the mean girl, and like a crazy teacher. It's just one of those classic stories that everybody can enjoy.
It's a lot like one of those old Nancy Drew books. It's got a lot of mystery that kids will really like and enjoy.
We learn what's called the International Phonetic Alphabet, or pieces of it at least, and we have a dialect coach who is a college professor that comes into some of our rehearsals and teaches us how to say specific words, and then we'll do a scene and he'll give us some feedback on our pronunciation and that specific dialect.
So the process from transitioning from an American accent to a British accent has been very interesting because we must pay attention to details that normally we overlook, such as the Y's at the ends of words.
For me, I'm Scottish in the show actually, which I was pretty nervous about in the beginning because I've never done a Scottish dialect before, but it's actually pretty fun. I kind of learned that the difference between Scottish and Irish is actually Irish is higher, whereas Scottish is more low.
You should come see the show.
It's gonna be really fun.
We hope to see you there.